Hey, this is Stephen, your event director, host, and MC for the Asians on Film Festival of Shorts. This is our 10th year. We hope you subscribed and linked to our festival website. This year, we've selected 68 amazing films from all around the world, from Asian Pacific Islander filmmakers, directors, editors, animators, actors, actresses, and producers. And today we are joined by animation director Erli Ling of The Moment. Erli, thanks for joining us. Hi.
Hi everyone, I'm Erli Ling. Hi Stephen.
So your film is about COVID, and that's kind of what's going on in the world right now. That's why we can't have our festival in person, but we have it online. But still, your film attacks the issue of COVID. But what is the synopsis about your animation, Erli?
Mm-hmm. So as you said, there's no doubt that 2020 is extraordinary for everyone. And so right now we're reaching the beginning of 2021, but still most of us are still in the lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So sometimes I will think about it like, what if COVID-19 can read our mind? What if they know how many people's lives has been affected because of themselves? So would the story has a different ending? That's why I came up with this story. So I started wrote this story about from a unique perspective of a COVID-19 virus, and he experienced the enjoy enjoyment and sorrow and anger and happiness of human lives. And eventually, he decided to take action because of his empathy.
What made you write this? I mean, COVID's been with us for the world, that is, and you're calling from Texas, but COVID's been in the entire world
Yeah.
for a little over a year as the lockdowns and the shelter in place and the ordinances. But, there is medical studies that COVID-19 has been with the world for many, many, many years, but it just kind of uprose now. But in the past, 12 plus 13, 14 months, what made you write this?
Mm, that's a good question. So I came to form the idea last year in April. That was right after the spring break. So I know there's a really bad situation back in China, and actually it has been for a while for the situation in China, but I didn't know like the pandemic will come towards us here so fast. So I gradually received email from our school saying we cannot go back to the school to study. And at that in that period, I feel so like in low spirits.
Hmm.
And and then I read an email from my professor from the storytelling class. He, of course, he told us like there's a transition from the in-person class to the online class. But in the end, he wrote a sentence. He said, "Remember what I told you before, like how adversity will bring out the best in people. So try to let it bring out the best in you."
Yeah.
And I just start to cry after I watched this sentence. And at that moment, the positive attitude just hit me. And later on, I started to watch more and more COVID-19 newses, and I watched about the like how the doctors and nurses trying to seize every moment to save people's life, how the volunteers try to went into those dangerous places
Yeah.
while the other people just want to escape. So there's so many positive energy here. I just want to pass this energy to the rest of the world. So
I'm
that's
so glad
why.
you brought that up because your film is not just a a COVID virus cell,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's not about the bad things of COVID. Your animation is hopeful. It's a dedication and a thank you to the first responders. That's very special. So good job on
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Yeah, I just like think because right now everybody there, most of us, we're in a really bad situation right now. So I just want to introduce some good attitudes towards people and tell everyone like COVID-19 is not a horrible monster. What is more important is your attitude towards it. Like if you can think about, don't think about what you lost, but think about what you gain from this experience.
Mm.
That is more important.
So Early, I want to ask you, and you don't have to respond, but with the vaccines coming out and timestamp today is January 8th, 2021, but with the vaccines coming out and a cure is maybe in the near future, are you going to make a film about that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't think about that yet, but yeah, definitely I can think about something different. Like I want to let people, their audience experience about the vaccine going
Well, we
on.
look forward to all of your works in the future. If you can tell us, where can we find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on all the Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So you can find all my information perhaps inside their festival page.
Well, it's a very controversial, a very intense and hot topic right now, but with The Moment directed by Early here, it's a very, very magical and very beautiful film. Thanks for joining, Early.
Thank you, Stephen. Take care.